Now that I'm a month into the course, I still think family preservation would be an interesting field, just because you really do get those relationships and have like the long-term commitment to see what happens and how you can help that family in the long run. I would really love to do like mental health work with children that have been abused and neglected and help them like work through that, and also like have a long-term therapy relationship with them. My opinions changed on the child welfare system because I didn't really think that prevention was a thing. I was like, okay, people are messed up and abuse and neglect happens. And I never really thought about the prevention part, and I never thought it would be like effective. So I thought that chapter was really interesting, just with like the national campaigns and the awareness that it brought, and the fact that it did change things for like SIDS. I think that the system has better intentions than I originally thought. Everyone says the system's broken, everything's so messed up, and I really liked how there's this push for parents to either give up their rights or let's work towards reunification. And I feel like the process gets dragged out, and that's like what's the worst. And so I feel like in the textbook definition, they really don't want the process to be dragged out, and they don't want the kid to be in limbo. And so that's good to know. Like I said, I think child abuse prevention is really interesting. I never really considered it before this class, and I think that it could be really great, especially with what they talked about in the schools. I never thought about that either. I think that's a totally unique perspective and a unique way to go about things. Reaching out to those kids and telling them what's right and wrong, and that if this is happening to you, to say something. The Triple P parenting program did sound interesting. I looked at their website and everything, and I think that they are really, really trying to do what they can to educate parents and to get all the tools that they can out to the parents, and I think that that's great. I didn't realize that a lot of things can be prevented or changed with just education, and so it's awesome that there's programs like that to help parents. And they did say that it can work in diverse communities. You do have to make sure that it's culturally sensitive, because parenting practices do vary between different cultures, and it's important to understand that and understand those traditions and values that other cultures have. I think that South Florida is definitely unique in its diversity, and it would be difficult to apply a one-size-fits-all parenting class for the amount of diversity in South Florida, but I think if you break it down into very basic things, there's going to be something that any parent can get out of it. And that is all I have.